everyone, welcome back. I'm Catherine if you're new here, and I'm so excited today because we are going to be doing a full face of Fenty Beauty makeup. So Fenty Beauty is actually one of my very favorite makeup brands, and I wanted to give you a little bit of background on Fenty Beauty before we got started. Fenty Beauty, most of us know, was created by the pop star Rihanna. And her surname was actually Fenty, and that's where the name of the company came from. It was started in September of 2017, so it's really a relatively new company. It was started with the money behind the Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy group, and they created their own side company called Kendo, which was a little bit more hip type makeup brands. Now that company also owns Sephora, which is where Fenty can be bought exclusively and on their website, of course. But they started this company under the umbrella of inclusivity and diversity and innovation in product, and I think they've done such a good job. First of all, they started off with 40 shades of their foundation. They now have 50 shades and they continue to grow. That, at the time, even just 3 years ago, was not standard at all. And now you're seeing companies all over come out with huge amounts of shades of different foundations. So Fenty can really pat themselves on the back for that. In fact, Time magazine called them in 2017 one of the best inventions of 2017, along with the iPhone X and the Tesla 3, which is pretty interesting for a makeup company to get that distinction, but they did, and I think that's pretty awesome. So we're going to go ahead and get started, but I thought I would give you a little bit of background about Fenty. Again, they're at Sephora. They're in kind of the middle range of pricing. I feel like their pricing is really fair. Most of these products I have had and have used and loved for a while. Some of them that I filled in were new to me, and I will talk about each of those as well. And of course, everything will be in the description box with all the detailed information and on the side here so that you can see pricing and the exact name of each product. So let's go ahead and get started putting on a full face of Fenty Beauty. Okay, so I have notes today on every product. The first product we're going to start with is the Fenty Beauty Primer. Now she has two primers. One is a matte primer and one is a hydrating primer. I always go with a hydrating primer. I have the mini size of this, which is $16, and the full size is $32. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple pumps of this and put this on my face. Feels nice, like a nice moisturizer. Put a little bit more just for my forehead. And it definitely gave me a little bit of a healthy glow, but not anything too crazy. And I do like the way it feels. There's not a tack to it. Feels really nice. This is for normal to dry skin, and it's supposed to extend the wear of your foundation and is silky smooth. And this is the first time I've ever used this product, and I would agree with all of that. So that is the first product from Fenty. The second product we're going to put on is their foundation. And this is one that I have previously owned and own. It is their Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear. I have the shade 160, which is light with neutral undertones. It comes in a tube, which is nice, and it also has a pump, which I also really like. So I'm going to go ahead and put out a pump of this and go ahead and apply this foundation. So I applied this with my Sigma Flat Kabuki, the F80. So as you can see, this has given me great coverage. This is a medium to full coverage foundation. It is light as air, and I really do believe that. It is long wear. It does not settle into your fine lines or wrinkles, which I have found that it does not at all. And it actually has grapeseed oil in the formula for hydration. This is a really, really nice foundation. And of course, you're bound to find your shade because there's so many different shades. This is $35, and I really love this foundation. I think it is a nice one, especially for mature skin. So let's move on to concealer. I had never used their concealer before, This is what it looks like. The packaging on all of the Fenty products is beautiful. They did a great job with that and made it very, very user-friendly as well. This concealer is the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Concealer. It is Longwear. It is crease-proof, soft matte. It a little goes a long way. And I read all of the tips on these products from their website, and one tip they gave with this is do not set your concealer until the very end of your makeup, which I've never done. I usually try to set my concealer right away. So we're gonna use the tip from Rihanna and wait until the very end to set. So I'm gonna go ahead and using my Delium Tools Golden Triangle brush, I'm gonna go ahead and apply this concealer. Okay, so I've applied the concealer. My shade is 160, which that is one thing they tried to do is they tried to match your concealer with your foundation color to make it a little bit easier. And as you can see, it has done, I'll pull you in, it's brightened under my eyes and done a pretty good job of covering up the dark circles. So this is their soft matte concealer. This brand did have an eye primer, so I'm excited to be able to use this. I have used this previously. I received this, I believe, in a BoxyCharm, and it is a really nice eye primer. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that on my lids. And of course, the eye primer is supposed to help your shadows last longer. For me, it definitely helps to take care of any veininess in my eyes. This one is not as tinted, it's more of a clear eye primer. So we're now going to go into some cream products that I just think are so innovative. We're going to talk about first the cream bronzers that they just came out with recently. This is their cream bronzer, and which is lovely that it's labeled here cream, easy to find. And I have the color Amber, which is a contour shade, so it's very gray looking. I'm going to use that to contour. I actually picked up another shade in this because I like the formula so much, and this is more of a bronzer shade in the cream, but I'm not going to use that one today because I want to use something else. So I'm going to just take this Morphe 2 brush and dip into this, and we're going to use this for contour. This product is so easy to blend in. It is so easy to use. And you can't mess it up. It's such a beautiful product. And believe it or not, it stays on your skin for a long time too. It's very long wearing, which you wouldn't think for being as creamy and as blendable as it is. Okay, so I have a little bit of contour on. That is the cream bronzer or cream contour really. Now I want to use their powder bronzer, which is also one of my favorite bronzers. This is the packaging of the powder bronzer. Sorry, there's a lot of reflection here. And I'll show you the color. All of this will be listed down below. I really love this. This is their Stalk'r Instant Warmth Bronzer. It is really, really pretty. So I love using the two of these together, the cream contour, and then I put the powder bronzer on top, and I feel like it's just a really nice, it adds such a nice warmth to my face. This actually has mango and papaya fruit extracts in it, which kind of helps to keep it a little bit more hydrating because it is not a drying powder. It's really nice. I'm going to use my BK Beauty 103 brush to apply this. Okay, so that is the Fenty powder bronzer. Now we're going to move on to another really great product from them, that is their cream blush. They came out with these when they came out with the cream bronzers. This is the shade I have, which is called Rose Latte. And it looks like, wow, that's going to be way too deep for you. But what I found with these blushes is they are so blendable and they sheer out so well. Even these kind of crazier, really bright, deep or bright colors look so nice on your skin. So I'm going to use a brush out of a BH Cosmetics set. It doesn't have a number. It has a denser top to it, and I'm going to use that just to put a little bit of this cream blush on my cheeks. I love the rosiness of this blush. It is really, really nice. It's very natural looking, and it's just impossible to overdo because it so easily shears out for you. So now we're going to move on to highlighter. So the highlighter that I have is called the Killawatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo, and it's really nice because it comes with two shades. One shade is supposed to be for day and one shade is for night. So this one is Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal, and the Lightning Dust is what we're going to use. This is the day one. And again, I'm going to use another BH Cosmetics set brush. I've been trying out a lot of BH Cosmetics brushes. And I'm just going to dip that into the highlighter and go ahead and lightly dust that on my cheeks. So that is the highlighter. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about a new product that I got for brows from Fenty Beauty. And this has a very skinny tip to it on one end and has a little brush on the end, not a spoolie, but the little brush. And if you just watched my video about Flower Beauty, this is what they had on the end of their new ones too. So kind of interesting. I'm going to go ahead and put on some brows and then I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back with my brows. I just tried this for the first time and it is really nice. I think it's a good color for me. I think this color is called, this is called the Brow MVP. I'm not sure what the color is. I'll list it down below. So I really do like this. I don't know about the little brushy thing. I kind of really love a spoolie personally, so it's hard to get used to something new, but it does tend to blend out the color well, so that's really nice. Okay, so we're going to talk now. We've talked about several of my favorite products, but I want to talk about these Snap Shadows. These have become one of my very favorite Fenty Beauty products. So they came out with these little shadow palettes that have 6 shadows in a palette. So this is one. So you can see it's small, but it gives you 6 shadows. You can see from my hand, this is a small palette. And then here's another one that I just recently picked up. That's a newer one that is called Wine. The first one that I showed you is called True Neutrals. So the nice thing about this is that you can get these and then snap them together. So when you travel, you can actually have 12 shadows with you instead of just the 6. The price on these is $25, and if you get 2 at the same time, it's $45. So I think it's a really good deal. But the reason I love these so much, the quality of these shadows is just amazing. And really, even though there's just 6 shadows in here, this shadow down here in the bottom that just looks like a basic bone kind of a color, this is your friend, and it extends the range of these shadows incredibly. So if I dip into this and then I dip into this, it's a lighter version of that. And the same thing with this other matte. There are 3 mattes and 3 shimmers. This is just beautiful. I have loved this, and you just cannot go wrong. The blendability is great. The pigmentation is great. These are some of my favorite. And even the same thing, here you have that same kind of bone color. Look at that eggplant color, just beautiful, but very scary to think about putting on. If you temper it with this color, it is just gorgeous. So I highly recommend these. So we're gonna go ahead and do a look. I'm gonna do a look with the True Neutrals palette just so that you can have an idea. So I'm gonna start off going into that bone shade first. I'm gonna just take that all over the lid. Now I'm gonna go into this kind of a terracotta brown color down the bottom. I'm gonna dip into that with the same brush. I'm not gonna change brushes, and go right into the crease and then all over the lid. That bone color will now kind of reduce the pigment some in that kind of terracotta brown color and make it a little bit softer if you're looking for a softer look. I love the look of that. You can do that and be done, but there's so much other fun in this palette. But I love the look of just those two mixed together. It's almost like a mocha latte type of a look, and it's really fun. So the next thing I'm gonna do is kind of build a little dimension on the outside of my eye. And to do this, normally I would use another matte shade, but I'm gonna go into this beautiful bronzy shimmer shade, which they work so well. And this is the prettiest shade. I'm gonna take this is my MAC 221S. I'm just gonna put some on the tip of this brush, and I'm gonna build it on this outside corner. The nice thing is this has a little color to it, but not too much, so that when you turn your head, somebody will see a little reflection, but it won't be like, wow, she has on a ton of eyeshadow. So it's a really nice effect. I'm not gonna drag this through the crease though, just so you know, just gonna put this here in this outer V. And open your eyes while you're doing this. Once you kind of get it on the lash line, it will help you to know where to place it. So as you can see, I've added just a little bit of dimension, and again, it's a little bit of shine or sheen, which is really lovely. I'm gonna take that same brush, and just to add a little bit more dimension in the crease, I'm gonna go into that same terracotta color, but not muted down with the bone color, just a little bit, and just drag that through a little bit above my crease, just to give a little bit more lift right there. Okay. Lastly, I'm gonna take this pinky shade right here. It's a pinky shimmer shade. I'm gonna use this MAC 239 shader brush. I'm gonna put it on one of the flat sides, and I'm just gonna lightly pat that from the center over to the edge. And that is it. I'm gonna take my blending brush and just go back through, make sure there aren't any harsh edges anywhere. But you just can't mess these shadows up. They look so beautiful on the eye, and I just love them. Actually, I did want to go ahead. I'll take my Anastasia shader brush. I'm going to go actually back into this bronzy shade on the tip, and I'm going to drag that under the eye. It just adds a little something more that I really do enjoy. So I love these. I don't know if I said it enough. I love them. I'm looking forward to getting more colors because they really perform so well. All right, so a new product to me, eyeliner. This is the Fly Pencil Longwear Pencil Eyeliner. I have the shade Space Cookie, and this is a dark brown with some gold flecks in it. This is not supposed to fade or transfer. It's creamy, smudge resistant, water resistant, no dragging, pulling. We shall see. This did a nice job. It did not tug or pull. It needed a little bit to warm up. Once I got it going on this eye, it did a little bit better job. but I do like this, and I'm not seeing any gold flecks in it, but it's kind of fun to think that it might have some gold flecks in it, but I'm not really seeing any of that. This is a nice eye pencil. I look forward to using it. Okay, so the mascara I'm going to be using is from Fenty. It's their Full Frontal Volume Lift and Curl Mascara. I have used this previously and really liked it. They have a very interesting wand, which I will show you. And the other thing is, they have a new color, and this is their burgundy shade, which I thought would be really nice with my green eyes. So that's why it's burgundy colored, if you can see that. But this is the brush. It's flat. They call it flat to fat. And I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes off camera, and then I will apply this burgundy mascara, and we will see how it looks. All right, I'm back with mascara. I wanted to pull you in just so you could see. You can tell a difference and see the burgundy effect. It's pretty subtle. It took me a little longer to build this mascara up because I think I was so used to having that black tint. I feel like my lashes are a little bit more on the blonde side. So using the burgundy, I felt like it took me a little bit longer to build them up. But I really do like this mascara, and it's fun to kind of try something new. I don't think it's like shocking, but it is very pretty, and it is a little bit softer, a little bit more muted than just using the black. So very fun to play with. Okay, so for lips, I wanted to do something kind of fun. These cream blushes, like this Rose Latte, this can be used on your lips as well. So I wanted to use that in conjunction with one of their very best products, which is their Gloss Bomb. This is in Fussy. It's one of the most popular ones. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my finger and apply this on the lips. It has a really nice feeling. It's not too drying. It has a very emollient feeling, which is nice. But I think it'll be a little softer when we use a little bit of the gloss. The smell of these glosses, it's a peach vanilla scent, and it is so good. Okay, so that is the lip look using the blush, which I just love, and I think it coordinates well with the burgundy in the eyes and everything else. So I'm going to go ahead, before I put on powder and do my setting spray, I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit more on the cheek here for the cream blush, just a touch. Okay, so now we're going to set, and we're going to use this powder. This is her Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch setting powder, and the shade I have is Lavender. This I picked up because it was an Allure Best of Beauty Award. I'm going to use this powder brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to put a little bit down here. This is a brightening powder. It is not supposed to be cakey at all, weightless. It helps you to be photo ready. I'm going to go ahead and just do this, especially around where my pores are, and I want to set this makeup in. It's really lightweight. It does not feel powdery at all. It's just beautiful. It melts right into the skin. And I am going to go ahead and take, this is just a My Flawless Face by My Kitco small brush, and I'm going to go ahead now and set under the eyes. I can see that it has creased just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and take the crease away. And then look up and set with a little bit of powder. And that looks really nice. Okay, last product that I have is actually a setting spray. So I got a mini of the setting spray. I'd never used this before. And this setting spray is a hydrating setting spray. I'm going to go ahead and just spray it all over. I've never used this before, so I don't know what the mist is like. Oh, I love a fine mist. It smells really nice too. This is a very nice fine mist. It's perfect for that powder that we just put on because it's just going to settle and help that to melt into the skin. Okay, so this is a full face of Fenty Beauty. I just love these products. I think they're fabulous. I really don't know if there's any duds, but I am going to highlight the ones that I think if you are going to Sephora and you want to buy something, or if there's a sale, these are the ones I really hope you'll pick up. I think the foundation is really nice, and it's really nice for mature skin. It's hydrating, but it gives you more coverage. So if you want a little bit more coverage, you're tired of kind of the tinted moisturizers and all of that, and you want a little bit more to cover you, this is a great one. It is long wearing, and I highly recommend it. Also, I am in love with their cream bronzers. I think they're fabulous. They are so mature skin friendly. They do not settle anywhere. They stay on your face. They're easy to blend. Really a winner for me. And their powder bronzers are also phenomenal. So I would say both of those if you can, but definitely the cream. The cream blush, fabulous. So many wonderful colors. Didn't ever think I could pull this off. It's beautiful, and I love it on the lips. How much fun is that? Love this product. And then my last product that I'm gonna say, run, don't walk, will be the Snap Shadows. I will tell you, this is such a user-friendly formula. It is so pretty on the eyes. I barely had to do anything. You don't need to have any type of skill, and you will create a beautiful look. They have peaches, they have cool tones, they have a smoky eye, they have so many different shades, and they have one coming out in a new holiday palette that I think looks fabulous. This wine palette I have really been enjoying using in the fall. I love these. I think they're incredibly affordable and incredibly easy to use. So I hope you enjoyed this. I love Fenty Beauty, and I really hope you will try some things out. If you do, please let me know down in the comments what's your favorite product, or what is something you've been really wanting to try. And also, I would love it if you would subscribe, join the family here, come back and be alerted anytime that I post a new video. We love talking here about skincare and makeup and all kind of fun things for beauty that help us to feel better and more comfortable in our own skin. I love that you stopped by, and I hope to see you again soon.